Okay, so as you know, guys, this hunt is way bigger than just trying to kill an elk.
Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
This is not a normal elk hunting video. This video documents a disastrous week with friends who all happen to be elk hunting. The original intention of this video was to test my magnetic bow harness, the StealthRig, but we run into some major problems with that as well. The guy preparing tea on the back of the truck is named Nick. He's the kind of guy to keep things light when my $3,000 lens craps out on me in the next 48 hours. Nick and I trained together before enlisting in the Navy and the Marine Corps respectively. Now let me introduce you to two of my most favorite people in the world. The feeling is not mutual. James and Micaiah do not talk. Two brothers, and would be considered mute in some cultures. But James and Micaiah have killed more bulls than most Texans have killed white-tailed deer, and Micaiah has a nose for anything in the outdoors. They truly punish me with silence, but we share some of my most treasured memories. You have any special words you want to say to the camera? All right, baby. James?
Dealing with a couple of people at the minute.
Yeah. Nick is strapped down with as much food as he can.
Taking 7 days of food for 5 days.
Perfect. Where'd James go? All right. We got about 1,200 feet and 3 miles to go up this trail. Do a few shots and then we'll head up there. Nick, you having fun? Thomas? This is fun. This is elk. Well, if that didn't call him in, I don't know what will. Within reach for tomorrow. Building the StealthRig has led me to some great adventures, and this hunt will prove to be the most challenging adventure yet. We're up. And, anyway, feel way better this morning, so anyway, let's go find some elk. come up to our game plan. It's around 11 o'clock. The elk we glassed last night were on the opposite side of this drainage. It's gonna be pretty tough to get into, but we're gonna set up now and try to intercept them going to their beds. Sorry, the audio is horrible here, but essentially what happens is we get this plan to start at the bottom of this meadow. We're glassing in on these elk, and a group of hunters come in, get in the middle of the meadow and drop trowel and relieve themselves and relieve us of all hopes of killing an elk that day. So anyway, that was just me explaining how now we're gonna go somewhere else. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Actively pooping in elk environments, but I hate my life. Keep it rolling. All right, now we go.
Randy was nice enough to freeze dry a lot of food, but I was dumb enough to not separate the avocados from the noodles. So I just have like a bag called avocado noodle. And I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm just gonna add it to, oh my gosh. Should have probably thought about this first. Chai spiced banana and squash oat bowl. Oh! James, for real, how many grouse did we see at that one spot?
There was at least 10.
That was nuts.
Day 2.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
To get a shot. Hopefully we can get one to come in. It's just one of those days where every hunter you run into is, oh man, there's no elk anywhere. Don't call. All this stuff that, hey, we may not be able to call them in today, but we're at least gonna try. All we have to do is
Will you find me? Hope you find me.
All right, we've made it back to camp, and you know you gotta store your bow. So you think that was Micaiah's bugle? No doubt he at least fired one arrow at 150. Yeah, we'll just have to see what they want to do tomorrow.
Oh man, I'm hungry. How was it? You know what? That water is going to drain up and you'll have to look at me. So, and have to tell me the story. Nick, how was it?
We're walking out.
Let's get a fire going. And turn these frowns upside
We
down.
made a chair, king's chair,
Ooh.
for whoever shoots the first bull.
Oh my gosh.
And then Micaiah made a
Well, what about
little bench.
Yeah, that's going to be tough because that's going to be very coveted seat. There's not a lot of second choices here. Incredibly generous. I will get sick first, I guess. Okay. Actually, that's really good. Told you. James, did you give him any salt?
No.
Oh. Okay. Day 3. Well, the camera has ceased working. It's going to take the day off, I think. Maybe the rest of the week, we'll see. But for now, we're going to be coming to you in glorious GoPro footage for the remainder, or at least for the foreseeable future. Anyway, kind of ruined our morning, but we're gonna go find some. So. Can't go this way. I got 2 hours to be there. I think I can make it. Well, this is a welcoming sight. Looks like people have left. It's interesting. Hopefully my truck is all right.
Golly, it's nuts. People do anything to get in right here. I was thinking there's no way anyone else. I've been waiting for this. Oh, but don't hit his car, I hope. Oh, good. If you felt this feeling of getting the pack. Did I turn this off? Oh, I still got it. Anyway, I'm gonna do this meeting and then go find some elk tonight. Man, this day has not gone how I thought it was gonna go. But I'm headed back to the mountain. This is, you know, I hiked down that mountain, you know, and got my manufacturer didn't show up to the Zoom meeting. He must have had to hike down a bigger mountain. But anyway, I'm headed back to the trailhead. The deal is, you know, as much as I want to kill an elk, I want StealthRig to launch. I want StealthRig to be complete and be at the standard that I view as a respectable standard. And there's a lot of things that I got to do this month, and in order for this all to work. So I'm headed home. Well, we are at the trailhead. Unfortunately, I'm not going out there. On my call this morning, I learned a lot about the manufacturer for StealthRig, and have decided to pivot in a completely different direction. And along with a few other issues that came up while I was gone, what I realized is I need to be working on StealthRig. But James, Nick, and Micaiah will continue to hunt, and I'm sure they'll be successful. But as for me, this is the end. I need to make sure that the product that I set out to make, which absolutely is what I intended to do, what matches in the front, I need to match in the back. And so right now I'm doing my very best to have a positive attitude. I really wish I could be out there, but more than anything, I want StealthRigs to be in your hands. It was a complete joy to be out there. I felt completely the most capable hunter out there, and I got some pretty funny looks not having to carry all this weight because I only had the gear I needed. So stay tuned and see how the rest of the hunt goes with James, Micaiah, and Nick.
Take the shot if you can get it. I'm gonna step out right there. Wait till she steps past that tree. She's gonna follow her calf. Get.
Nick, range him. Where's your arrow? Look good?
Yes, bull.
Your arrow look good?
Covered in blood.
Nice.
She wasn't bleeding much though.
No, that's going to be difficult.
Oh my gosh.
Well, let's go sit down over here.
Say Jason.
His cow's going to be hard to find. She wasn't bleeding a lot.
Huh?
That cow's going to be hard to find. She wasn't bleeding a lot.
There, I went straight there though.
Yeah. She's going to die, but she's going to be hard to find her.
Should we just start looking at the food?
No, we need to wait for a bit.
Oh man, so a lot can happen in a year. Going and looking at this footage after a year is pretty surreal. StealthRig was, I mean, as you can see in the video, at a very primitive state. And man, coming down from that mountain and going to meet with my manufacturer and then realizing that I don't know if they were stringing me along, just trying to get money out of me, but we just couldn't make the product that I demanded, that the thing that we as hunters need. And it was such an important part during that time. You know, I'm there to kill an elk, to video, and then make that transition with my product. And I mean, this is September 15th. November, by February we had won product of the year. You know, just a 5-month window, and you see where we were to then where we got to. But it took that hunt for me to finally fire who I was working with and to move on to a much better company that was able to produce the product that was envisioned in my head. But guys, I guess just all this is to say, you know, sometimes God's going to put things in our lives that are going to force us to make a decision. And maybe, you know, you're stubborn enough that you're stuck in a job, or you're stuck in a way of thinking that is so dogmatic and so unshakable that God just has to go and just rip out, you know, the rug out from under you, have you rebuild, because what you're building on is just not the path to success. And man, hindsight's 20/20, but being able to look at this after a year, it's truly remarkable that we went from that. I mean, it's just so horrible compared to now. And I mean, God's good. We didn't get an elk on this trip. A lot of arrows were sent. But you know, to me, it's just never been about killing. It's always been about these memories. It's been about these people. Going and being successful is phenomenal, and I've had my share of it. But it's not about antlers on the wall. It's about the people you do it with, at least for me. So if you want to continue to see where we go from here, please like, subscribe, and share. I've poured my heart and soul into this, and I'll do whatever it takes to make StealthRig successful and be a product that changes the way people hunt. changes the way people experience the outdoors. I hope I make something that will bring more of these memories to you. Thank you so much for watching. And hunt smarter.